The Chicago Bulls take on the Utah Jazz today, and hopefully the Chicago Bulls can take advantage of the Jazz missing a good 90% of their roster. We're going to talk about it all and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, hosted by Hayes, your number one spot for all things Chicago Bulls.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host there, Hayes, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go ahead and get into it today. The Chicago Bulls are taking on the Utah Jazz today. The Jazz are without everyone, basically. The Chicago Bulls still do not have Josh Giddey, but Billy Donovan basically did confirm that Josh Giddey will be making his return on one of the back-to-backs, either Wednesday or Thursday. They haven't determined which one yet, but he won't be playing in both of them. So we're getting Josh Giddey back in one of the next two games, but he is going to miss this game for the Chicago Bulls. But let's just go over who the Utah Jazz are missing today. They are missing John Collins, Taylor Hendricks, Elijah Harkness, Colin Sexton, Lauri Markkanen, Jordan Clarkson, Keontae George, Jaden Springer, KJ Martin, Civi. I don't know how to pronounce it. They're missing 10 players. 10 players. They may have to forfeit. No, they're not going to forfeit this game, but 10 players they're missing. 10 players. So, hey, listen, if the Bulls don't win this game, after how well they've been competing over the last couple of weeks, I don't know what the hell is going on. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that Josh Giddey's progressing at the right level. It is what it is there, but what the fuck is going on with the Utah Jazz? Could you imagine being a fan of a team that is missing 10 players? 10 players? Oh, Lauri and Keontae are available? You motherfuckers. Okay, good. Well, at least at that case, it may be a little interesting then, right? 10, that's crazy. 8 players now. There's still a lot of players to miss on. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now they just announced Paul George is out for the season as well. That's why. Hey, listen, this season has been crazy, man. Utah ain't messing and letting the Bulls sneak a W on them. Listen, they can't. I don't know if it's called sneaking. But man, first of all, happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. I hope everybody is going to get absolutely shit-faced today. This is the day to do it. I hope everybody has fun, get drunk, get wasted, get effed up, do all that. Yeah. They are not available. So are they available or are they not available? Let me look it up myself because y'all out here tripping. Seems like Utah need to forfeit their pick as punishment. I mean, that's never going to happen, but it is what it is there, man. Oh, Jordan Clarkson. So they did announce Jordan Clarkson is available. Keontae George is available. Lauri Markkanen is available. John Collins, Elijah Harkness, Taylor Hendricks, KJ Martin, Colin Sexton, Jaden Springer, all out. So there you go on that one. Come on, Hayes, bring us some of that leprechaun. Hey, fuck you, I'm just playing. Happy St. Patty's Day. Luck of the Irish with you in the Bulls tonight. I raise a glass, but I'm out of liquor. First of all, we ain't never out of liquor. First of all, it is St. Patrick's Day, so let's have some fun. Why not? Japanese whiskey on St. Patrick's Day. I'm also part Irish. So, yes, I am part Irish. That's where the freckles and the red hair come from. Salute. I don't know. Do Irish people say something different? I need to get in touch with my Irish heritage. I haven't really been drinking alcohol a lot lately. That stung a little bit. Happy St. Patty's Day. Happy St. Patty's Day. Reginald says, who has the saddest fan base right now? Phoenix, Dallas, or Philly? I say Dallas, right? Don't get me wrong. Neither Phoenix or Philly expected their seasons to be this bad, but Dallas definitely didn't. Like Dallas at the end of the day talking about they had a 25-year-old MVP candidate, right? And to lose that has to be worse than like at least the other team still got those players on their team. That's crazy. I'm part Irish and part drunk. You gotta be. Hayes eats. What the hell, Lloyd? What? Hayes, who was your favorite to win March Madness this year? I'm picking Florida. I'm telling y'all, watch what I tell you. I'm picking Florida. I know that they're not the favorites, but I'm picking Florida. Happy Patty's Day. I don't drink, so I'm gonna treat my today like 420. There you go. Have fun with it. It's green. It's green. So you're still on theme there, my boy. Irish people say, drink, you filthy bastards. That's a fucking fact. That's a fact. But I hope everybody's having fun. Everybody's chilling. Go out there and get you some potatoes. They did like Meek and gave it a wow. That's crazy. That's wild. A Phoenix had a healthier Booker and KD and has no chance of finishing around 500. Who called that? Man, yeah, shit. Listen, I never thought that Phoenix was like a championship contender, but I never thought it'd be like this. Like I literally never thought it'd be like this. That's crazy. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Hold on. Texting the boy. Because if I don't text him, he's going to come down here asking me questions. All right. I'm going to watch the Bulls game versus Laker in Chicago. I live in NY, but like the Bulls. Shout out to you. That's a nice little trip. You live in New York, but you're traveling to Los Angeles to watch the Bulls play. That's crazy. Why didn't you watch them when they came to New York? Since Coby won ECF Player of the Week, congrats to him. Do you think he'll develop another stage? I mean, listen, you never want to put a cap on a player and say they can't, but generally around this time, like it's about refinement of the game, not necessarily turning into a whole different player. But you never know. You'll see. We'll see, right? I mean, but go back to this Coby White, who if he could just become consistent, is so much of a different player, right? That's really what it's about. Like, just become a different player. I have Florida as my champion too. Great team between their depth, guard play, coaching, height, and experience. Should be one of the top teams in the tourney. The game Sunday against UT wasn't perfect. I'm glad I'm not the only one that got Florida. Like I like watching that Florida team play basketball. I'm just like they have a super legit chance to win the tournament this year. So yeah. By the way, y'all, I made my debut over on Chicago White Sox Central today. If y'all White Sox fans, pray first of all, prayer to y'all if you're White Sox fans. But if you are White Sox fans, go and support your boy over there. Yeah, because we're trying to keep this thing going, grow the network. I'm helping Big Kev out over there. You're gonna see my face over there a lot more this year than any other time before. So I'm not taking that channel over or anything. I don't have the time nor the interest to really take on another channel. But I will be helping out Kev a lot more over there. So I'm not taking it over. I'm not even a permanent host, but you will see me more there if that makes sense. So if you're a White Sox fan, again, prayers up to you. If you are, go and check me out over there. I'll put the link in the comment section now. If you're a White Sox fan, because that's not right. That is not right. That is not the right one. What happened there? I will say this though. No shot to Big Kev at all. But Kev got to step his thumbnail game up if I'm going to be over on White Sox Central, because my thumbnails are next level. Is all I'm saying. My thumbnails are very much so next level. So Kev going to have to step up those thumbnails. But, nonetheless there. And I'll be on Chicago Cubs Central early this morning. They're doing an episode at like 5 a.m. over there. So I'm going to hop on, help my boy Mike out for a little minute there. Do you think the Bulls could compete with the Cavs? Come on, bro. What the hell, man? What the hell? Hey, Hayes, is it insulting to ask if you only drink potato? Yeah, that's a little insulting, bro. That's a little insulting. I use Photoshop. So I don't use any lightweight shit. I just don't. I'm a monster with Photoshop. So I use Adobe everything. Photoshop, Premiere Pro, Adobe Audition for audio. So yeah, I don't use Canva. Canva's like that. That's like going to McDonald's when you want a handcrafted burger. So there you go. Subscribe to the other Chicago Central. Yeah, subscribe to all the Chi-Town Sports Central podcasts. Chicago White Sox Central, Chicago Cubs Central, Chicago Blackhawks Central, Chicago Bears Central, Chicago Sky Central, Chicago Bears Central, Chi-Town Sports Central, which is an all Chicago podcast hosted by Kev and Steve-O. We out here working, man. We out here working. Hey Hayes, what alcohol types should Chicago natives claim as their own? The Chicago handshake. What's up, bro? Green jersey night? No, they don't do that anymore. But my seasonal Bulls drip is legendary. So you gotta have seasonal drip. You gotta have holiday drip. You gotta have regular drip. You gotta have special edition drip. You gotta have everything. You gotta be drippy. Like, I'll be trying to get y'all on the level. Y'all gotta catch up. What do you think of drafting two bigs and running a two big man lineup next year? You're not going to draft two bigs. First of all, they're not going to do that. So no, that's not going to happen. I think, like, first of all, we're just seeing Billy even play two bigs. Like, let's not have too much dip on a chip, right? Hey, hope you're good. In the ideal world, but realistic, who do you think the Bulls need player-wise to be as good as possible, whether it be draft or established players? Do you rate our bones? I'm not rating bones, bro. Like, what do you better go to Plenty of Fish for that. I ain't rating bones. What the fuck do you think this is? You rating bones, bro? You not rating bones? Like, no. I mean, here's the thing. The Bulls need, like, if you're talking about roster, just pure roster construction, player personnel, you need that's why I love Ace Newell so much. You need a versatile, switchable defensive rim protecting big. That's what you need. Now, the Bulls overall at the place, they need talent. That's why I'm not mad if the Bulls decide to go best player available either, right? But if you're just talking about just a player and a player type, definitely you need a big, I would say. Hopefully we start in the two big line. They're not starting. Come on, bro. Like first of all, Billy Donovan said that, they're going to try to figure out ways to work it in there. They're definitely not starting. What type of scorer will play best with Josh Giddey? Here a 3-level score, a score that can create an isolation, but also can score off pin downs and screens and things like that. Like, that's why like, if you're just talking about a player in this draft that's perfect to pair with Giddey, right? If that's what, I'm not saying that's what the Bulls are or should look at, but if they are looking for the perfect player to pair with Josh Giddey, Trey Johnson. Trey Johnson is the perfect backcourt mate next to Josh Giddey. Still has size and length, right? Still has positional size when he's 6'6", 6'7". Still has really good positional size. Has the 3-level scoring ability. I wouldn't call him a consistent 3-level scorer yet, but he can score at 3 levels. He can get out and run. He can pass pretty well. He's an okay defender, right? And his makeup, you would project him to be a pretty good defender if you can get him with the right coaches. Trey Johnson is the perfect player in this draft if you're trying to just look for somebody next to Josh Giddey. So it just is what it is. But you would have to. I don't think Trey Johnson's going lower than top 6. And I don't think the Bulls are going to get lucky and get in the. And think about this: the Bulls right now have the 8th worst record in the league. So for them even to be in the top 6, it would have to mean that they're in the top 4, right? But I love Trey Johnson for this team. I love Trey Johnson. Next, if you're talking about just next to Josh Giddey, I meant like the skeleton. Oh, got you. I'm like, what the hell are we talking about here? Hayes, mate, I'm having a bad day at work. Just tell me everything's going to be okay. Leave the job. Tell them fuck them. No, I'm just playing. Don't do that. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I'm warming up to Hayes and Brian do white people shit. Absolutely. Y'all look out for the new podcast. It may even be a TikTok channel. Hayes and Brian doing white people shit. Like I'm just gonna spend 24 hours with Brian doing white people shit. Probably gonna go fish, randomly walk through the woods, wrestle a bear. Some white people shit. Maybe I am, but I was just wondering from your point of view. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Appreciate you, brother. I was thinking, here's why Kaman isn't necessarily the perfect player next to Josh Giddey, because while Kaman is young, the type of big that you want next to Josh Giddey are highly athletic bigs. Kaman really isn't that athletic. Now, he doesn't need to be at his size, what, 7, whatever he is. And defensively, he makes up a lot for what you need next to Josh Giddey. And again, this isn't to say that the Bulls still shouldn't draft him. I would love for them to draft, but I'm just talking about, if you're talking about the perfect player to play with Josh Giddey, Kaman isn't the perfect player. He can work, and he's maybe the perfect player overall for the team, but he's not necessarily the perfect player for just Josh Giddey, if that makes sense, right? Think more athletic bigs make more sense for Josh Giddey than Kaman, but I still like Kaman a whole lot, right? The best player in the draft to pair with Giddey and Coby is Ace Bailey. No, it's not. Come on, bro. No, that's not even remotely true. Because I don't think Ace Bailey and Coby could play together. To be 100% honest with you, Ace Bailey and Coby White being on the same team together would be too much like DeMar and Zach, in my personal opinion. So I just don't see that being perfect. I still think if you're talking about Josh Giddey and Coby, I'm still looking more Asa, more even maybe VJ in a case like that, but then you're running small. I just don't think Ace Bailey is the one that you can say is perfect next for that. I don't think you can say that. We're not tanking, bro. AK already said it. Who said we're tanking? Are people still saying that they're tanking? Hayes doing white people shit. What are you gonna do? Dip and set off fireworks in your? No, first of all, no. That's stupid white people shit. That's fuck. Kai Sanat did that, so that's just stupid people shit. We're talking about normal, fully functioning WPS. That's what we're talking about here. Giddey with Kaman, don't know how to spell his name correctly, would feed families. I mean, it'd be good, but it's still not necessarily perfect in what you look like as the profile to put next to Josh Giddey. But then again, Kaman's only been playing basketball for 5 years, so he still has a lot of room to grow, right? I swear I'm gonna watch the white folks shit too. Shit gonna be fire. That's hilarious. I say maybe in 2 or 3 years, Jazz gonna be a contender again. First of all, most of their team isn't even going to be on the team in 2 to 3 years. We don't even know who's going to be on that team in 2 to 3 years. All Ace do is shoot too. Yep, that's a fact. Bulls really about to make the playoffs, huh? It seems like it is a chance there, brother. Who's the best player the Bulls can get in the second round? Oh, you should watch the daily episode today, Reginald. I actually go into 2 very good candidates in the second round, depending on what we do in the first round. How many threes you think the Bulls going to hit tonight? I don't know, bro. 18. I live in Australia, so it's a bit hard. I live in Australia, so it's a bit hard for me to get all the info on college without hunting for it. Is this draft as good as people are saying? Is it guard heavy, wings big, or balanced? It's a very good draft. I think it's more wing heavy than anything. Um, yeah, it's more wing heavy, I would say, but there's still some really good, really good quality. And I can say you can get a quality big, and by quality, I just mean somebody who is an NBA level player into the second round, right? I talked about a couple of those guys on today's episode. So there's some guys that make a lot of sense for the Chicago Bulls, like the Condon out of Florida. I like him a whole lot, man. If and that's if the Bulls don't go. If they don't go big in the first round, Condon in the second round, man, listen, I like him a lot. Seeing Hayes, first of all, black people, I fish. I've taken my kids fishing. I do. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Robert says, Hayes, what up, bro? Had a thought. Would love to get Tumani Kamara. I believe us. Relieve us of some guards. He's awesome fit on the Bulls team. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Here comes Deanna always talking about somebody that you're sleeping on, and it'd be somebody who's not even going to be that good. Deanna's a player evaluation. Like, I love her basketball mind, but her player evaluation has been trash for a while. Like, if she was drafting for this team, we'd have a team full of P. Wills, and she'd be complaining about who P. Will is. Like, all the time. All the time. I'm just messing with Deanna. She knows I'm just messing with her. But Johnny's cool. He's one of those guys that's like, he's great at the college level. He puts up numbers, big numbers at the college level, and he does have a high floor, but you're not drafting him in the first round. Like, you're just not drafting him in the first round. Hayes, if you were the GM, who would you draft in the first round? What the hell? There's whole episodes on that. What up, Drip? Things can switch, but out of all the prospects you named from the morning show, I'm really sold on Ace. I love Ace Newell too. Love Ace Newell. Have you ever been on the Stacey King podcast? No, I've not been. Stacey King's been on my show, but I've never been on him. I don't know that the Bulls had stat and hustle. I did not know that the Bulls had a stat and hustle. Hater, you said Zach Edey would be trash, and there's a reason why Zach Edey doesn't really play fourth quarters. There's a reason why. What's up, son? What am I eating for dinner? So you got salmon in there, you got chicken in there, we got rice, you got broccoli, we got greens, beans, potatoes. We got what you want, homie. You got pizza rolls, you got ramen. What you looking for? What we doing? I don't know. I'm almost done with this. I'll come hook you up. You can cook your own food. You know that, right? What's up? What you want?
Something, because I know you guys heard the thunderstorm.
Yeah. So you good? You gonna take care of it? You need me to take care of it? You need me to do it? It's gonna be $5. You got $5? I got you. I'm almost done. What's the comment? They're saying you crazy. No. But all right, man. I love you. You want to tell everybody hi here? What? Get in the mic. Get closer.
Hi.
With your deep ass voice, bruh. You growing up. I love you.
My voice ain't that deep. Bro.
It's not that deep, but to be 11, it's pretty deep, son. You got that peach fuzz growing on your top lip too. I see you, boy. I love you, man. What's up? You need something? You good? It's gone? Yeah. Oh. All right. I'll be up there in a second. Love you. All right. If you could have one past Bulls player to be your head coach in the G League, who would it be? Kurt Heinrich. Every day, all day, every day, Kurt Heinrich. You probably have said this before, but there's a big wing player want the Bulls to draft besides Kaman. But is there a big wing player want the Bulls to draft? A big wing? A wing player. So you're talking about 2/3. Not to say that I necessarily want them, but there are some wings in here that in the draft that if the Bulls did draft, I wouldn't be mad at. Wait, you really had? Yeah, Stacey King's been on. I think I've had Stacey King on twice, if I'm not mistaken. Vooch playing? Yes, Vooch is playing tonight. Should he be playing? It's a story for another day. That's a story for another day. Episode 1 of Hayes doing WPS, not WFS, is him going to the wilderness to take selfies with bears and buffaloes. First of all, bears and buffaloes is crazy. I don't know where you're going to find the overlap between those two things at, but there you go on that one. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up. Let me go take care of the boy. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. Make sure you guys are following us at Bull Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and or voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related, thanks to you guys. Like I liked in every episode on Go Bulls. Love you guys. See Red. Hit that subscribe button on your way out. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.